Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Grapplers Academy. We're back today with some more submissions, finally after getting another long period of time off them. We're going to go through something today that there's often a little bit of confusion on, isn't there, with this submission. From the front chin strap, we've got options for DARCEs and Anacondas, and we're going to have a little bit of a look on some finer details on which one's which, and clear up a bit of the confusion on it.
Yeah, definitely. There's like lots of different ways where coaches sort of finish these and find the wrenches for these. And I said we're just going to give the details that we find works for us, and hopefully you can implement them into your game.
So there's two fundamental differences really that separate DARCE from an Anaconda, because essentially both of them are head and arm triangle chokes. The DARCE we'll just go through quickly before just to distinguish it from the Anaconda, but essentially when we're in a front chin strap position, like we've talked about a couple of times before, we've got some instructionals on DARCEs. If we just come around this way, after we've got the front headlock position on the chin strap, we're going to come around to try and get access in underneath the armpit on the outside of the body. So we're going to turn the corner there, expose a little bit of the neck to come through. You can go back and look at some of the videos that we'll post in the links as well on how to finish these, and knock your opponent this way and come up in for your finish on that for the DARCE. The difference on the Anaconda, where I think people get a little bit confused, is the way that we're going to be attacking for pressure with your arm on the neck this time is on the inside of the neck. So starting in a chin strap position, what we want to do firstly is try and shoot the arm that we have control of the chin all the way through to the opposite side, and we're going to try and tuck the arm on the opposite side that they're basing with in as much as we can, because rather than rolling them away from you now, we're going to roll towards you and follow them up that way. Okay? So starting in the chin strap, I'm going to shoot this arm through as I try and pull his base away, cooking on the armpit on the opposite side, and there's going to be a nice little bit of space opening up if you just turn around to the side here for my head to tuck underneath. We can get squashed a little bit on this one if we don't put our head in the right position, and it's not very comfortable. So chin strap, we're going to shoot the arm through and pull the arm to take away the base on this side, because we're going to roll him in this direction. Once we've cinched that up, I'm going to put my head to the mat and bring him over the top of me, and then we end up in this position here where we've got the shoulder on top creating the downward pressure, and my arm underneath when cinched up in the triangle applying the pressure for the finish there. And it's very easy if we get the head squeezed in. I'm going to use my stomach to press down in this direction to get more pressure onto the finish, whilst using the pressure on the top to push his shoulder into his neck, and my arm on the underneath completing the triangle on the other side. So again, just one more quick run through that. We'll move back a little bit on this side. So we're starting off in a chin strap or front head guard position here, and we're trying to pull some space away and take away his base. We're going to let go of the chin strap and shoot the hand through and cinch the hands up in the bicep grip position that we're going to start the roll from. Once we've got that, we're going to go head to the mat, roll your opponent all the way over the top, and then we want to start walking our hips around to essentially compress his head down this way, keeping that grip in, squeeze and get the finish. And really the only difference between the DARCE and the Anaconda in terms of the finish is which direction we're going to go, because the mechanics of the finish are very similar. And we'll link those in the description for the video for the ones that we've got on the DARCE already.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, there's with that as well, with the DARCE, you're applying downward pressure into the shoulder which compresses the neck. And with this, with the Anaconda, you can see where Bond's compressing everything with his chest, but using the back of the head as the lever, as well as his arms, to provide that sort of crushing force around the neck.
Yeah, there are a couple of different ways that you can get into that setup as well, but very basic setup on it today, but just to distinguish the two differences between the two submissions. Both very effective, and a good strategy to use is if you're struggling to get in on one, or your opponent knows that you may be preferably a DARCE player, mixing it up and switching in for the Anaconda is a good way to bait and maybe open up an opportunity that they're not necessarily expecting, but you can go into it.
No, definitely. If there's any more details that you'd like us to cover, feel free to drop us a comment in the comments below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button.